calls, how do we communicate back? So the extension is not only can we get people to engage with video content, but we can also start a dialogue with them as well, depending on the platform. So thanks for your engagement. You might be on TV tonight or go to this website. You might be featured on it at this time, and here's something else for you to keep you engaged with it. So that's what we do. Why do we think it's good? Well, one of the first things we did with NBC in the States was we ran a campaign over a show called Psych. Psych is a sort of comedic detective drama. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but there's a character called Sad Gus. So there was a hashtag Sad Gus. Send in your best impressions of doing Gus. And this was the clip that was put together.
And now, tonight's best Psycho Gus impressions. This is exciting!
It's a very simple execution, depending where the pictures have come from. Everybody gets their 5 seconds of fame, or less, to be in this promo. Every time the promo airs, it's different. There's different people, so everybody wants to watch the promo. So what have we seen by this? Well, we've seen certain people, Lexus actually said their brand affinity, I don't know how you measure these things, that's not our job, but brand affinity increased by 22% when they introduced social into the video. We've had other people, I'm not allowed to put the actual number, but had 50+ increase in purchase intention on the product when people saw themselves engaging with what they were doing. Audience increased by 48%, and the thing that kicked it off for me was that Psych ad, which actually went on linear, extended the dwell time by 4 minutes, so it's really retaining people to watch.
But I think the most important thing, and getting on to personalisation, which is what I really want to talk about, we are now the only channel which marries intent, which has always been like the fuel behind paid search and search in general, intent and audience. So it's become such a powerful channel to really deliver a tailored personal experience. And that's very much the framework that we put out to our brands at iProspect. It's about being personal, so understanding the consumer at that moment they're searching, adapting to the situation that they're in, and ultimately making them care. I just want to talk a little bit about Sky. So quite a few of our clients use these tactics individually, and they'll give Google some data around their database data. But what Sky have done, they started to test this about 2 years ago. They've plugged in their entire single customer view via their data management platform. Sky obviously really get content and personalisation. It's the entire bread and butter of what they do. But really what this has allowed us to do is take a whole load of data inputs. So they know if it's a customer, if they buy sports, if they buy movies, if they just buy Now TV from them. We take information about whether they've searched for Sky, we take information from whether they've seen a display ad, and all of that is captured along with sort of third-party data segments, so things around income data, whether it's a high-value customer. It's all processed by the DMP. There's a whole load of magic that goes on that I don't need to worry about. And that splits out different segments. And for Sky, they've got, I think it was over 600 segments when I checked with the guys this week. And the application of that is just absolutely astounding. So it doesn't just underpin search, it underpins everything. But they look at it from a marketing point of view, so personalisation of content and offers, and also, so from a paid search point of view, really getting targeted with the bidding strategy and what message that we're putting out there. So we talk a lot about segments. I just wanted to show really quickly what Sky considers to be a segment and how granular they get. So this is for somebody who's potentially interested in broadband. So it's an existing customer, they've browsed the Sky shop, they've gone to the basket, they've added broadband, and the recency is really high. They've done this in the last 7 days. And Adobe crunches all of that data, and then this actually translated into a display banner, so really targeted, personalised message and offer for that person. And what we do is we map that into search as well. So every single time somebody searches, we understand that person, and we create, and this is for me, so I did this, and I'm not a Sky customer, and you can see that it's all around customer acquisition. So it's very much join Sky, here are your offers, there's a free offer over here, there's a free TV if you want it. And it goes even further because they dynamically populate their landing pages based on cookie data and the DMP as well. So it's a fully tailored, and obviously they probably want to see Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, so it's a fully tailored experience all the way through. And obviously the benefit from Sky, I mean, I think they've got about 90% of their traffic overall now is known to them, and everything is completely personalised from start to finish.
The other thing is, if you think content is about you, you're missing the point, because again, it's about personalisation. It's about how you make people feel. So if you can think about how people will engage with that content themselves, why would they share it? You might share it because you've created it, but if you have nothing to do with that piece of content, what's the hook? What's the angle that will get people doing it? So some great video campaigns in the British Airways, India, Dove is quite often used and probably overused example, but it's a really good one in terms of how you can engage with people and how you make them feel. Apple are great at this, so their marketing is typically, it's not about the product and the features, it's more about how people feel about it. So it's obviously they may have a new camera, but what we get that across is the photos that people have taken. And again, the news stories, sometimes it's about the new product, but quite often it's about the cues of people outside. So it's how it makes people